we cannot try to keep up with the Joneses. Because the Joneses, they rich. And even if you become rich, the Joneses is probably going to be even more richer than they are now. And you could wind up going broke trying to keep up with the Joneses. See, you're not like me and you're not like them, but you're you. And that's enough. For in your eyes I see what I was born to be. Yeah, so I was watching this documentary, right? Where Shaquille O'Neal, Shaq, and that man right there has a beautiful heart, and he's done some tremendous acts of kindness in his life, and I could really appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? I could really appreciate watching Shaq in his greatness, in his old age, out here doing these acts of kindness. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I want to be just like him. And I know I don't have to have millions to do it. I don't have to have millions of dollars to show random acts of kindness. I used to say that that I wanted to do that if I ever get rich. If I ever get rich, I'm going to do that. And I still am. But I'm realizing now that, bro, you may never be rich. You may never strike it rich. And you could do random acts of kindness with the income that you have now. You might not be able to do what Shaq did. Let me tell you what Shaq did, right? Shaq took a homeless man off the street, went and got him something to eat at this barbecue, right? After the barbecue, the man thought it was over. Shaq said, no, it's not over. Then he took him to the mall, got him some gear, you know what I'm saying? And the man thought it was over then, but it wasn't over. What they doing? Oh, it's time to play now. It's time to play. So Shaq went and got him some gear. Got him all G'd up, you know what I'm saying? Got him looking real right. And he thought it was over there, and he knew it was no way he could repay him. Shaq was like, man, you don't have to pay me. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing this because I can and because I want to. And that's how I feel in my heart. But after the mall, Shaq took him to a spa and said, hey, we might as well get you feeling good because you already looking good. You done got cleaned up. We got to get you feeling good. And when you feel good, you look good. And when you look good, you do good. And, you know, it's a cycle. So Shaq took him to a spa. And before the man went in the spa, he told Shaq, he said, wait a minute now. I don't know if they like people like me in their facility. And Shaq was like, hold up now. People like you. Shaq told this homeless man, he said, look, man, it's obvious that you're not like me. You know what I'm saying? I'm Shaq. Oh, you wanna, oh boy, I can't even talk to the guy. He said, it's obviously you're not like me. And he said, it's also obvious that you're not like them. Those people that's in that spa, working in that spa, you're not like them. But he said, you're you. And that's enough. We're going in the spa. We're going to get you some treatments. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to pay for it. And they're going to accept it. And that's it. So that's what I'm thinking about right now. Like, those words to me were powerful. When he told the man, you're not like me and you're not like them, but you're you, and that's enough. Because a lot of times, man, we want to be like other people, myself included. I seen other people, like when I was coming up, oh my God, they just having a good time right now. Oh man. When I was coming up, man, like I wanted to be like other rappers when I wanted to be a rapper. And I'm looking at the clothes that they wearing, and I want to wear those clothes. But the truth is I ain't have enough money to be buying Fendi, to be buying all that Gucci, all those name brand labels, all that fly drip that they was wearing, I wanted to be just like them. And then I found out later that, I mean, they're rich. They could do it. But a lot of those people wasn't even paying for those clothes that they was wearing. They was getting those clothes sent to them, and they was wearing those clothes for the company as sort of like models. Like, as long as you rock our drip, we're going to keep sending you the new flavor. And here you go, you got a guy like me sitting there watching, wanting to be like them. I wasn't running out buying it because I couldn't afford it. But you had other people who was in the world who had money, who wanted to be like them, and they was actually going out to go buy that stuff because they could afford it. And I just realized that all you gotta do is be yourself. I was wearing my regular clothes that I could afford. I might not have been wearing the top name brand jeans, but I could afford a pair of Levi's. I throw them on. You know, I can get me some Nikes, the things that I could get. I was doing me, doing it the way that I do it, the way that my income will allow me to do it. And that's what we got to do out here, man. We cannot try to keep up with the Joneses, because the Joneses, they rich. And even if you become rich, the Joneses is probably going to be even more richer than they are now, and you could wind up going broke trying to keep up with the Joneses. See, you're not like me, and you're not like them, but you're you, and that's enough. We got to be proud of who we are. We got to be proud of our style. What's your style? Your style is fly as hell. You don't even realize it. You see, it ain't the car that the guy is driving. It's the guy in the car. It's the guy in the car. I know you see that nice Corvette out there and that thing looking tough. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't the car. It's the guy in the car. See, some people only look fly and only got recognition because they in that Corvette. But see, a guy like me, you could put me in that old hoopty and I'm jumping out with the same confidence as if I just jumped out the Corvette. See, it's a different type of mentality up here. You know what I'm saying? I'm walking like a boss and talking like a boss, whether you think I'm a boss or not, because it's about what I think, about what I feel about myself. See, I know that you're not like me and you're not like them, but you're you, and that's enough. See, you gotta respect everybody in the company the same. Like this, I know this cliche, but when you walk through that building, you gotta show that janitor respect, the guy that's cleaning them windows, the same way you show everybody else respect as you go higher up in the company. You know what I'm saying? The CEO ain't the most important guy in the company. The guy that's cleaning the bathrooms, he's important too. Because when you gotta use the bathroom, ain't nothing worse than you going in the bathroom and it's nasty as hell. You gotta respect and show appreciation for the person who made that bathroom nice and tidy for you, so you wasn't going in there using a nasty facility. Everybody's important. Everybody's including you. You somebody. It ain't take me long to figure that out. I've been on this wave for a minute now. Because you can't tell me nothing. I know I'm a great man, and I have some great things yet to accomplish, and I'm working on it. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I get down. And that's how I think y'all should feel. I remember when I was in my early 20s, I had a younger brother. Rest in peace to my younger brother, Saladin. You know what I'm saying? Saladin, I'm going to be honest, I didn't know him that well. It's my father's other son. But he was in jail most of his childhood life. I'm just going to keep it a buck. He was in jail most of his childhood life because he was a hustler. You know what I mean? He was getting money. At a young age, Saladin was making more money in a year than it probably take me 4 or 5 years to make. He was a go-getter, he was a baller, and he was a hustler, but he spent most of his time in jail. And then later, he was murdered. And that did something to me when he was murdered, because I felt like, damn, I was just getting to know him. I didn't really know him that well. But I remember we went to this club in Trenton, out North Trenton. I forgot the name of it. It was that club that they used to have behind the park, Father Rocco Park. It was a club at Double XL or something like that. I remember, see, I was always a guy, a leader. I was always a guy with, I was on my own. I always felt this way that I'm somebody too. And me and my guys, we used to go out and we went to this club one night. And I'm gonna be honest with you, the guys that I hung out with, they weren't like the guys that my brother Saladin hang out with. They were all hustlers. They all had the latest fashion. They all had money. They had all the women wanting them. They had their own section in the club. And one day I was in that club and I ran into my brother Saladin. And he said, Lib, come on over here with us. Come over here with us. And I knew that, you know what I mean, that was love right there. And it made me feel good. It made me feel special. But I know that my guys that I came in with, he wasn't necessarily talking about y'all come over here. He was saying, you come over here. So I came over there and I chopped it up with him for a little bit. And then I took my ass right back over there to my boys. But it was love that my brother didn't have any he didn't show any fakeness amongst his friends. He was like, that nigga right there, that's my brother. He treated me as such. And people knew who I was because I wasn't a big time money getter or nothing like that. But I made a name for myself through my lyrics, through my bars, you know what I mean, through my music. And I ain't gonna lie, I never made it successful as a rapper, but I was becoming known through my music. If you mention Lib, they're gonna say, Lib that rap? Yeah, Lib that rap. Because that's what I did for myself. I was nice with the lyrics, you know what I'm saying? I was very creative, sort of like how I'm trying to be now with this YouTube thing, you know what I mean? I appreciate everybody that be tapped in and listening to me and watching my videos because this is my next level. I know I ain't gonna be no rapper, but I could pick up this camera and I could express myself even better than I did with the music. And I just wanted to say I miss my brother Saladin. I wish I was able to get to know him a lot better. And he was the flyest. He was so fly that even after he passed on and his funeral came and went, I was still wearing one of them Coogee sweaters that he left at his mom's house. I used to put that Coogee sweater on and I rocked it and she told me I could have it. And I had a $400 Coogee sweater knowing I was not in a position to be going to go buy no Coogee sweater for $400. And I don't know where that sweater is to this day, but I remember the era and the essence of me wearing it. Every time I put it on, it made me feel like I was somebody, like in my brother status, because it was his sweater. And I got compliments on it every time I put it on. I said, damn, he must have lived one hell of a life because every time I put this Coogee sweater on, I'm getting compliments. And he wore stuff like that every day. He probably had a closet full of them $400 Coogee sweaters. So it must have been really nice to live, to walk in a day in the life of him. You know, minus all the bull crap that he had to deal with because of what he chose to do for a living. But that's my thing, man. The whole purpose of me picking up this camera today is to tell y'all, man, be yourself, man. Only you could be you, and people gotta respect you out here. If your money right and your money good, you could go up in their establishment and spend your money, and you do not let nobody discredit you or treat you like you're not worthy of anything, because we all bleed the same color. You know what I'm saying? And no matter what status somebody is in, they probably was in your shoes one day, so they gotta respect you, especially when they see somebody trying to do better for themselves. So it's your boy Libs, you know what I mean? This is my video for the day. I appreciate all of y'all once again. I hope that y'all keep on tapping in. I'm just out here, you know, picking up the poop like I always do before it's time for me to get ready for work. And I'll see y'all on the next video. Make sure you hit that like button. Peace.